Alright, and we are live. So greetings and salutations, people of the internet, and welcome to the bar. I'm Sippy Cup, your humble bartender and entertainer for whatever time of day it happens to be for you. And welcome to Sippy's First Drink. If you are unfamiliar, what we do here at Sippy's First Drink is I take a handful of games, I play them for 36 to 60 minutes a piece, and then I offer you my first impressions review. The next game up that we have is the Fabled Woods. As I understand it, this is basically a walking sim, which is fine. You like walking sims? I've played some good ones. I've played some dull ones. I do have notes. One of those notes being that this game, as a walking sim, does have a pretty major thing occur at like the hour mark. Per the pre-release stuff that I was given. So this one is probably going to be kept at the 30 minutes or less, or the less than an hour mark, just so that I do not go past that whatever it is that could be spoilery at the hour. But we'll see. Maybe I accidentally somehow speedrun the walking sim. Not my intention. It would not be my intention. I do want to check the settings. I can use a controller, so I might try that actually. Just because it's a little bit, it's easier for me to play leaned back right now. Let's go ahead and switch. As a walking sim, the only thing I need to worry about is movement, right? So, bloop. If there's an opening cutscene, won't start the time until the opening cutscene finishes. If there's one, I don't know. Spending a lot of time on a loading screen. There we go. There we go. Cyberpunch Studios presents. Might just go ahead and crank the volume up a little bit more.
A visitor?
Yes.
What do I say?
Hello.
It's been so long since I've had company. Oh, it's you. What a surprise. Not a lot of other folks come and visit these parts. I should have known.
I guess you should have.
You should already know me, but just in case. My name's Larry. I was here to be closer to my son, William. Every time I came back to these woods, I could feel him again. If only I could tell him how sorry I am. That's enough about me. We're here for you.
Are we?
These woods hold the answers to your questions.
Do they?
Everything will be explained soon. And this time, please pay attention.
Okay, invisible wall. Invisible wall. I am concerned because this had like RTX on, like in the icon it showed RTX on, which I'm like, I don't have a latest gen card, so don't tell me about how graphically amazing this game is going to be, because my graphics card might shit the bed. So about that. It's pretty, though. Very pretty. The water sounds like water. That's a good thing. Oh, a campsite. I can't go into the water. Can I go fuck with the campers? I think I'm supposed to. you wanna... Can I do more than just pick things up when you're telling me I can push a button to interact? I literally just picked up some backpacks and set them back down. I can't do anything with the backpacks aside from pick them up? I don't get to run either. Crouching? Is crouching a thing I can do? No. Oh! Follow the clues. What are the clues? What are the clues? Is this the clues? Are these big swaths of redness on the ground the clues? Did something... What the fuck happened? Okay. That's new and different. There was something right here. Yeah, that. I think I picked up the right thing. Okay. Everything got a little bit weird.
I'm so happy we decided to go camping. It's so peaceful in the woods.
Uh-huh. Definitely peaceful.
Life has become such a mess.
We gonna talk about how life has become such a mess? We gonna talk about it? Disembodied voice lady? Oh.
What are you doing?
Why is there a drippy thing?
Leave us alone! Stop! Stop!
Did I just get hit? I feel like I might have gotten hit. Am I dead? So somebody being somebody else with this rock. Oh, there's a dead body. That's That's a dead body. Cool. And that's the blood stains. Well, that's good. That's a good way to start. We just wanted to go camping. That's all we wanted. Nice little camping trip for Sippy and fam. Larry. You, want to talk to me there, Lair? Let me know what's going on. You, want to give me a little insight there, Lair? Kinda, you know, just let me know what's what.
William's axe. I remember taking him to town, letting him choose his first axe. Once we got back to the cabin, he couldn't stop trying to cut down every tree in the woods. There'd be nights it would get so quiet, all you'd hear are the birds and the sound of that axe like a heartbeat outside.
Uh-huh. I get the feeling like the axe was used for something a little bit less wholesome as making a fucking campsite. I don't know why. Might have something to do with the blood from earlier. And the rock that had a piece of someone's skull lodged into it. I don't know. I just kind of have this feeling like there's more to the axe than just it's an axe. Okay, are we done talking to Larry? We're gonna go back to... Should we go back to Murder Vision? No, not yet. Nothing to be seen in Murder Vision quite yet. Oh, look, it's a cabin in the woods. Totally safe. Yep, I bet nobody would mind.
Fire brings people together out here. You understand.
Uh-huh.
When the chores around the cabin were done, William would always beg to get a fire going by the river. Of course, it always started out as a much larger fire than we needed for our little pit. Nothing to distract you. No worries, guilt. We were at peace with the world.
No guilt was the big takeaway there. No guilt, no distractions. Just fire. Beautiful warm fire. To melt away the sins.
This is where it all ended. This is where I drunkenly fell asleep and failed to protect my boy, William. Because of me, he drowned. I should have been there to protect him, but I cared more about the bottle.
What about Mom? I'm not gonna talk about the football. I'm not gonna talk about Williams' football. Sure. We'll just ignore Williams' football for now. Also gonna ignore this staircase, because obviously I don't want to go up the stairs.
Have you ever found yourself feeling like you're being watched? I decided to go to the lake and catch some fish for dinner one night. I had caught a couple, but I got this sense that something was watching me. I know bears roam these parts, but this was not a bear. I could feel it across the lake staring at me. I got up, reeled the line in, grabbed the fish, and went inside.
Uh-huh.
Never felt like that before.
You don't say. Huh. There was an X on that tree. And an arrow. Oh. Chop the tree down so it'll let me climb, I'm guessing. Oh, there's a big ol' X on this door.
The place feels so empty without William, but it's held up well over the years.
Uh-huh. No thanks to your definite raging alcoholism. Oh, even the picture that he drew of his dad. Dad has a bottle in his hand. Who fucks Hank? Visiting our old friend Hank. Thanks for your letter. Yeah, it's really quiet out here. Damn good to clear your head again. It's exactly what I really need right now. You know how twisted life can be. But who am I telling this to? No matter which direction you look at, there are trees, and a few more trees. Sometimes a raccoon drops by, but that's all the visitors I get here. I haven't seen any rangers either, but there seems to be something strange going on out here. I guess that's what happens when you're in the middle of nowhere. Your imagination goes wild. Talking about strange characters, another lookout sometimes reports to me on the walkie. A woman, and she's doing a job a lot longer than me, but I really can't figure her out. I'll keep you informed on my mysterious walkie relationship. That's all for now. I'll let you know soon when the raccoon pushes me off the outhouse. Seriously, there's only an outhouse here. But hey, it's more than you have out there at your cabin. Stay safe, Hank. Keys to the spare room. I can't read that. That's good. That's great. That's a knife. That's a knife. Hold on a second. Just gotta take care of one little thing. There we go. That's good.
Why can't I have peace?
I don't know. Why not? Did you put your kid in a cage? A lot of cages. Just floating around. And a skinning knife.
I miss him so much.
Oh, I bet. I bet you missed your kid, you alcoholic.
Why don't you let me leave this place?
Ooh. Who's keeping you here, bro? That's a dead body. Why was there a dead body?
That machete was no use. I should have left this place when I found that cabin. I knew what I felt wasn't right. I just didn't know that night would be my last. I didn't know what it was, but what I saw in that cage had come for me. Whoever made that thing must have known I went to the police. This is where my story ends, drunk and scared in a corner. Is this how William felt? Alone and scared? Your story carries on. You must learn the tales of these woods. They're what's holding us back. We all live with our actions, our consequences. But do you? Go now. There's someone else who would like to see you.
A new path awaits. So what, am I a psychic in the woods? is it's Hank's story. Now that I've finished Larry.
You're back? Not again.
Sarah.
I guess we'll start where we always do. I'm Sarah. I came out to these woods to get away, much like Larry. While I didn't lose a son, I did take one away. You see, I'm a forensic archaeologist. I dig up bones for a living, and I'm quite good at it.
Or
Until
you
my
used
last
to be.
case. My evidence put the wrong man behind bars. I'm out here to solve a cold case. Make what I did right. Come on, there's not much daylight left.
I feel like y'all are ghosts, so you get as much daylight as you want. Ow. Ah. Yep, yawning still hurts. That transition happened really, really fast. The
first place I dug. Being an archaeologist, you learn over time to never expect anything on your first attempt. It's like waving a magnet at a haystack in the vague hope you'll find the needle, but you have to start somewhere, and for me, this was it. I didn't find much, although it was nice to rule out the area.
nothing in particularly interesting about that butterfly, aside from it's a butterfly. Just a random butterfly, I guess. That just so happens to be flapping around the dig site. Okay.
My office. I spent a lot of time here. More than I did at home, I guess.
Working in forensics does not make you a fucking PI.
My first case, an adolescent homicide. Sometimes it's easier to use the official wording than to say outright someone killed a kid and left their body on a roof.
Well,
I spent so many hours in that chair trying to figure it out.
sometimes it's easier to do X than Y, but let me go ahead and do Y anyway. Oh. Gonna give me a new case to try and
How I
find.
found out I put the wrong man in prison. The DNA didn't match, but that didn't matter. He's already behind bars, and our justice system is not about to make itself look bad. My superiors look at me with disappointment. They know what I did, and that there's nothing that can be done.
The appeal to retest the DNA results in your recent case have come back. The DNA is not a match. Do you know what this could mean for the department? For your career, the judge is going to have a field day with this if he even hears the case results. You could have put the wrong man in prison for life. We're putting you on the Woods case. It should be cut and dry dig. We've had reports of people missing, but no bones. Go find our bones, and please make sure they're human. That's nice. Oh, well.
hell? Who did this? My office, all my things, my papers, my files. Years of my life are in here. All my cases, everything I ever worked on. All scattered and messed up. Who would do this? And why?
I don't know. Why would they?
So many pieces. Sometimes it's only when you step back and take a look at the whole tableau that you can make sense of where each individual fragment belongs, what it all means. But you, I could never make sense of you.
Who?
Now this? How dare you?
How dare who? How dare I? I'm just some guy. I'm not even that spry. Although I am pretty fly. I found the axe again. Is that William's axe? That's definitely how bridges work, sure.
Truth be told, seeing the wrong man behind bars really made me question my ability. I put what I found into evidence and finalized a man's life. I should have checked it, but instead I was in a rush. I was foolish. I just wanted to finally solve the case.
Okie doke. Is that who came for my last ghosty goo?
Nothing here either except animal bones. Again. I remember finding it a little odd that I never once caught sight of a deer or anything that they could have come from. Strange. I thought, given how disturbed the topsoil was, I might be onto something.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, another dead end.
Okay, I just had to double check with my crime-o-vision. You know, I did find a couple of bodies. They could be of interest to you? Maybe?
The strangest thing happened one morning while I was digging. I started to feel something watching me. I'm not crazy, but we've all had those moments. This felt too real. I haven't seen any animals in the woods. What could be out there? I kept digging, but that feeling lingered. I stood up, looked around, but I couldn't see anything. I should have left, gone home for the day and never come back. I was too focused on solving the case. After a while, the feeling went away, and I got on with my digging. Didn't that scare me? Guess not. I just kept going.
Yeah, but now... Okay, I needed to undo that. Thank you.
I was kind of starting to freak out by this point. I needed to solve this case. Thinking back, it was stupid of me to think I would find the answers so quickly. I was rushing again. If I wasn't careful, I could lose my job, put another person away that doesn't deserve it. But they had to be out here somewhere, and if I wasn't finding them, where else could they be?
Time to remember. Big old clue right there. Why do I need to follow the clues from the axe? I literally found an axe. So following clues. I wish there was like a timer to this or something. Where did this axe even come from?
How could you do this?
How could who do what?
Where did you hide them?
In the water. I ate him. I don't know.
Please give us peace.
Okay. It said a new path is open. It also said I got the achievement for Sarah, so maybe I watched Sarah die. I just need to wait for her to admit that she's dead? Excuse me.
Ironic, for someone so used to discovering and excavating lost bodies, that I'd become one myself.
There it is.
For all the years I spent unearthing bodies, it seems unfair somehow that mine ended up like this. Just laid out in the open, broken and discarded. Maybe I deserved this. I was fooled by the beauty of these woods. I only hope that you can find the answers you need, that everything that happened was not in vain. Push forwards, but prepare yourself. You stand on the verge of a terrible darkness.
Alright, and apparently yes I do, because damn did it get dark. And how? Am I in some kind of quarry all of a sudden? I guess I am. Well, we'll leave the rest of this up to mystery then. So that is the Fabled Wood. Supposedly very, very short. I believe the dev said somewhere in the vicinity of a couple of hours, like 3 hours. So cutting it off there to reserve whatever the big spoilery holy crap event that is supposed to occur later is probably the right idea. It's very, very pretty. The sound design is excellent. Oh my goodness. The sound of the battling brooks, the weird whispers when you go into murder vision. Excellent sound design. It's a walking sim, so you get what you get there. It's a walking sim. It's kind of weaving an interesting tale. And I feel like I'm stepping away from it at just the right moment. Will I finish this? Probably, but it'll probably be off stream. It's a walking sim, so it's not like there's any major danger involved. It's just kind of letting this game tell you its stories, plural, since we know that we're talking to ghosts. Excuse me. So I am kind of curious as to how our character fits this archetype of the overall story. Very, very interesting way that it seems to be weaving these stories together. Although we still have yet to see what the first story has to do with anything. The campers that got their brains beamed out with rock at beginning of game. We just saw them. And that was it. We never talked to them. They were going to go camping for the sake of getting their lives back on track. And letting themselves get lost in the woods, as it were. Kind of like a natural kind of marriage retreat. We were introduced to them, watched them die, kind of, sort of, and then haven't heard from them again. So I don't know how Larry factors into that. Larry was murdered by something. We don't know how Sarah factors into that. Sarah was also murdered by something or someone. So maybe it's William. Maybe William never actually died. And it's like almost a Jason-esque thing. A lot of questions being brought up. But like I said, sound design is excellent. The story is quite interesting. Graphics look great, even on my 980. It's supposed to be best suited for higher end, because it does have that RTX, the RTX logo slapped on everything. So if you have a higher end PC, I'm sure you'll get to enjoy this even more. I would give this a solid 8 out of 10, just because while I am no longer the type of person to say that a walking sim isn't a game. I will say that it is less of a game than any other game, just because of the lack of interactivity. And good Lord, give me a sprint button. I understand not letting me sprint when there's dialogue happening, but let me walk faster to get from where I am now to the next moment of a next event, just ever so slightly quicker. That's a personal preference that I would like to see in more walking sims, but it's not. So I just got to deal, I guess. But that's Fabled Woods. Solid 8 out of 10. Alright, so I'm going to do another reset. I got ribs to go check on. And when I get back, we have our last game of this week, which is Narita Boy. So stick around, and I will see you guys in just a few.